and being on the same page, and that's something that this guy does really well, gets in sync with his pitchers.
Fans, summer's almost here. The temperatures are heating up. The kids are out of school. What better way to spend those summer nights than here at the ballpark with a 6 or 10 game mini plan? You'll save as much as 30% as compared to buying individual tickets alone. How's that for summer savings? Visit any stadium ticket window for mini plan information. Hey fans, a reminder to stop by our auction tent.
In the air, out towards left center. Junior makes the catch. 2 down.
The center fielder, number 7, Myles Straw.
And up next for Cleveland, Myles Straw. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
Hey fans, a reminder to check out the fast pitch pitching cage located on the 100 level behind first base. To date, the fastest pitch thrown is 91 miles an hour, set by Kyle Saul. And the slowest is 44 miles an hour, set by Joe Wilkerson. A reminder, fans, that all games this season will be broadcast in Spanish on AM 1440 by the announcing team of Jason Villa and Luis Martinez. Hey fans, for the latest Major League hats, jerseys, outerwear, memorabilia, and much more, don't forget to visit our team shop here at the stadium or online at MLBshop.com. of Major League Baseball and the Major League Baseball Players Association to support the growth of baseball and softball programs around the world. By funding programs, fields, and equipment purchases, the Baseball Tomorrow Fund seeks to encourage and maintain youth participation in the game. For more information, visit baseballtomorrowfund.com. Hey fans, want an even easier way to buy tickets to an upcoming game? Well, what could be easier than doing it through your mobile phone? Visit MLB.com on your mobile device, select the game you want, and bring your digital ticket with you to the game, or print them at home. How easy is that? Visit MLB.com/tickets for all the details.
And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. That one's in there. That is strike two.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals.
Well, plays made there, and that retires the side. Guardians fail to score. They trail it here 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's going to be Rickey Henderson.
For the Dodgers, the left fielder, Rickey.
The wind of the pitch.
Henderson.
Henderson checks his swing. Appeal to third. No swing. Earl Hendricks with the call. And a pitch. Bounce to the left side. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Joe Morgan.
Joe Morgan getting ready to hit. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
No, he's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Naylor takes it himself, and a couple of quick outs. And up next for Los Angeles, Mookie Betts. He's 0 for 1.
Betts.
Slides, but he can't come up with it. Betts into second.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
Frank Thomas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Thomas entering this one second in the National League in hitting. Betts on at second with 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
And a pitch. They say you win. Next pitch misses. 2-2. Kicks and deals. On the ground to first. Naylor steps on the bag, and that'll do it. So the Dodgers leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Welcome back onto the 4th. Stepping up for the Guardians, Yordys Valdez.
The shortstop.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
And the pitch. Check swing. Went around. 0-1. And here it comes.
Inside.
And a strike in there.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
On the ground to third. One up, one down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Jose Ramirez.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Right now, the leading RBI man in the American League. He's been huge this season. In there for strike one. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Next pitch is downstairs. And now the lefty fouls one off. 2-2. This one popped up right side. Morgan makes the play. 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Franmil Reyes.
Now it's Franmil Reyes. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Next pitch is outside.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing can put you right back in this ball game.
Here's a 1-1. There's a strike. The pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 1-2 now. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. And down on strikes. And the inning is over. Guardians go down 1-2-3. They're still down. Back here at Chavez Ravine, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah.
Bieber back to work. Hit well, right field, way back, and gone. He made him pay for that one, and they boost their lead. It's 3-0.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Gary Carter steps to the plate for the Dodgers. A guy who makes an impact not just at the plate, but also in the field.
Carter.
Check swing, now an appeal to third. Didn't go.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Line to left. Mercado pulls it down. One down.
The first baseman, number 33.
So up next, Eddie Murray. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
One down, base is empty. They say it went. The wind of the pitch. Good eye right there. And a ball evens the count.
Playing 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And now here is Cal Ripken Jr., 5th in home runs in the National League right now. Bieber checks the runner, and he's back in safely. Ground ball right side, could be 2. There's 1. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. Dodgers add 1 to their lead on a solo homer. It's now 3-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, here's Josh Naylor. The Guardians in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
And a pitch. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. In the air, right field. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And there's one down.
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority.
Miller in now, takes ball one off the plate. The wind and the pitch.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at bat.
Next offering is fouled back. Here's a 2-1. And it's fouled away. And he deals. That one missed. The wind to kick the pitch. And a swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes for the second time today. And here is David Fry.
Designated hitter, David Fry. Fans, do you have what it takes to be a major league umpire? Then come and learn from some of the...
First offering, and it just misses. Just off the outside part of the plate. The 2-0 is in for a strike.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
2 down, nobody on. Stays alive. Kicks and fires. On the ground, out to short. On to Murray. That's out number 3. The Guardians go down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Justin Turner.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
Mancini, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
So digging in, Ricky Henderson. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Back over to first, and they're keeping him close. Back to first, and no luck this time either. And another move. Wide throw, and it gets away.
He'd already thrown over trying to keep the runner close, but I think this time he was trying to pick him off, was a little quicker with that one, and just didn't quite get into a good throwing position before letting it go. You know, errors on pickoff throws are killers because it's a throw you didn't have to make.
And that's in there for strike one.
And if there's one man you want to keep off the base paths, it's this guy right here, Rickey Henderson, the undisputed stolen base king.
Bieber checks the runner. Turner back in on a dive. Next pitch, not close, up high.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
On the ground, right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
The batter, number 8.
And next for L.A., Joe Morgan.
Joe Morgan.
Right side, Miller gloves it. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Two outs, base is empty. And now it's Mookie Betts. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Hard on the ground to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Play made, that ends the inning. 5 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Guardians nothing. Top 6. Here's the left fielder, Oscar Mercado.
Leading off for the Guardians, the left fielder, Oscar Mercado.
The pitch. That catches the outside corner. That's strike one.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
The 1-1. And there's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The pitch. In the air out towards right center. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Around second now as they still don't have it. He's not stopping. On his way home. He scores. It's 4-1.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see it inside the Parker. And, man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting the second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
And now it's even up.
Coach just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Next offering is in for a strike. Here comes the pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. In the air, left side. And Rickey Henderson the grab.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Miles Straw digs in for the Guardians. 1 for 2. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1. kicks and deals. Line drive, and that gets down for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Runner on at first with one gone. So in now for Cleveland, Yourdis Valdez. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Ball misses. Throws, save. That's a stolen base. Next offering is down low.
2 balls, no strike.
And the pitch. Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. And that's in for a strike. Strong, the runner at second with one away. And he walked him.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2 stays alive. Johnson, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Junior makes the catch, 2 away.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Franmil Reyes digs in for the Guardians.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Johnson keeping an eye on him. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike 1. At the belt and fires. And fouled off. First and second, 2 down. On the ground, right side. Sends it to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Guardians 1. Angel De Los Santos gets the call from the pen, and he'll do his best to keep this close.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Next offering in the dirt, and the count is 2-0. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Got a change up and a pretty good one too. Outside corner, but he just got extended and put the barrel on it. Showed he has a lot of plate coverage on that swing right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So up next, Ken Griffey Jr. That one's in there, 0-1. With Junior, probably one of the sweetest swings we have ever seen, and certainly as signature a swing as any player has ever had. And the righty deals. And that one fouled off.
The whole setup for Junior, the way he waggled the bat, the way he was able to just effortlessly move that swing through the zone, just a pretty thing from start to finish.
Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play.
The catcher, number 8, Gary Carter.
And now, Gary Carter. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. On a line, base hit. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
Man at first, Eddie Murray will hit next. And a foul ball. 0-1.
Ball.
Move to first. And he's back safely. They try another pitch out. Two outs. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike two. Now move to first. Back in safe, really close. And the right-hander deals. Fought off foul. Carter leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Pickoff throw, and he's back in on a dive. Another move to first, and he's back again. Right-handed reliever. And a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Another big game. He's looking pretty much unstoppable at the plate. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive.
And now Cal Ripken Jr. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Another throw over. And he's back in that time as well. First pitch, not close.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
Left-hand batter waits. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Corners are occupied with 2 down. Bounce to the right side. Toss to Naylor. And that is that. Dodgers strand a couple, but they lead it 4-1. Back here in L.A., we go to the top of the 7th, and now it's Josh Naylor.
The first baseman, number 22, Josh Naylor.
Johnson back to work. That misses. Ball 1. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there. Skipper's got a lot of confidence in him, but trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
Strike 2.
Rank 12, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And before the pitch, he steps off. And that one wrapped foul. Next offering is downstairs. Left-hand hitter waits. Got him looking. So he's gotten deep into this game, and at least so far, not showing a ton of signs of fatigue. Miller in the box now. No balls and a strike. The wind of the pitch. On the ground, right side. Morgan on to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, David Fry.
Now here is David Fry. First pitch just misses. The lefty closing in on 100 pitches. Slice to right, and there's a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for Cleveland.
Here's a speed threat, Oscar Mercado. He's already homered in this game. Johnson over to first, back in there standing. Next pitch downstairs, ball 1. And he deals. Slapped foul. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch you'll see in this at bat to hit.
Now a mound visit coming. And with the reliever just beginning throwing out there in the bullpen, this should buy a little more time to get him loose. Next pitch is in the dirt. 2-2. Out there to center. Junior on the move. Diving. Gets down. Could be extra bases. One run is in. Right past his coach. Headed for the plate. Safe at home as 2 score on the inside the park homer.
Now batting.
Austin Hedges now.
Austin Hedges.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. On the corner for a strike. To the right side. Base hit. And that extends the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
He was late there. Strike one.
Right now they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Here's a 1-1. On the ground to the left. And that is that. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Guardians 3. Nick Sandlin into the game, and his job is to collect quick outs and keep his team within striking distance. Here's Justin Turner. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate.
Leading up for the Dodgers.
And
the
here
third
it
baseman,
comes.
Justin.
That one to first. The flip to the pitcher covering, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. And up next for Los Angeles, Rickey Henderson.
Rickey Henderson.
Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. No swing. Earl Hendricks with the call. And a pitch. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Here's a 1-1. Foul ball. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Man at first with one gone, and stepping in is the speedy Joe Morgan. Sandlin keeping him close.
He's going.
Rickey runs. It's in the dirt. Henderson stands at first with one out.
He's going.
Runner goes again. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Pickoff move to first. Rickey dives back in. Back over to first, and they're keeping him close. Again to first, and once again he's back in safely. Morgan checks his swing. Appeal down to third. No swing. Check on the runner. Another move to first. And he's back again. 1-run game. 1 out. 1 on. Back to first. And again, he's back safely. And a 1-2. And a base hit on a line. Rickey around third and on his way home. He'll score. It's 5-3.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
1 down. Here's Mookie Betts.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Swings through that one. 0-1. Runner leads away at second. They say it went. And the next pitch is way outside.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
He's trying for third. Swing and a miss. Throw. Save. Hedges too late.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Frank Thomas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. In the dirt. And the runner holds. And now 2-0. Runner at third, 2 away. Two now. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Here's the 2-2. Left field. Mercado makes the catch, and that'll do it. Dodgers with a run-scoring double. It's now 5-3. We go to the 8th. Stepping up for the Guardians, Yourdys Valdez.
The shortstop, Yourdys Valdez.
Time called as the pitching coach makes a visit to the mound. One reliever still getting loose out in the pen. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tommy Kahnle. He's been so good against lefties.
Well, he's having an excellent season so far. ERA is under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
And the pitch. In there at the knees.
So important for him to control the heart rate right now. He's got to go through the heart of this lineup.
That one misses. And 1-1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Line drive caught.
Up next for Cleveland, the third baseman,
Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians for the 4th time tonight. in there for strike one. There's a strike.
0-2.
Here's the 0-2. Stays alive. The pitch.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
The pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Junior gliding back. Got it. Really had to move for that grab. 2 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Reyes in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Oh and 2 now, and ball 1.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
And a pitch. And there's a foul ball.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. They're still down 5-3. New
Your
pitcher
attention,
now,
please.
Sam Hentges.
Now pitching
He
for the
pitched
Guardians.
yesterday, and we'll see him
Number
once
31,
again.
Sam Hentges.
Bottom of the inning. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
Leading up for the Dodgers, the center fielder,
The wind of the
Ken
pitch.
Griffey.
Bounced out to
Jr.
short. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Now batting.
Well, I definitely
catcher,
think the speed
Gary
down the line played a factor on that
Carter.
throw. He had more time than he thought, but as a fielder, the speed of the game and the speed of the runner sometimes can get in your head, and he just rushed it and failed to make a clean throw.
Runner at first following the error. And now the big-time power threat, Gary Carter. Hentges keeping an eye on him. That's hard hit on the line. Into the dive, and he got it. Throw cut off to first. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off.
You love to see when a guy's hungry to make a play. Right there, an
Number
excellent
33.
diving catch.
Eddie.
You can absolutely tell he was
Murray.
all in and tracking.
Eddie Murray now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. And now the lefty. And a foul ball. The next pitch misses. And the count 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And that is gone. A soaring shot to center. His 16th homer of the year. It's 6-3. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. Gave it a great effort, but you know those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
So 2 down. Now Cal Ripken.
The batter,
Jr.
number 8, shortstop, Cal Ripken.
And first
Jr.
offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. That's down and in. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. He swings and fouls one off. Kicks and fires. On the ground to third. Ramirez handles the chance. Over to first. Out number 3. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Last chance coming up for the Guardians. New inning getting started. And now the first baseman, Josh Naylor.
Leading off for the Guardians, the first baseman, number 22, Josh Naylor.
Canely back to work. That misses, and it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
The pitch. Not the best swing that time from the first round pick. Righty to the plate. And that one hammered. That's back there. That one is gone.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news. And all of a sudden, they're back in this ball game.
0-1. Little chopper rolls foul. That one out to right. Makes a nice running catch. And there's one away.
Up next for Cleveland, the designated hitter.
Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, David Fry.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
And a foul ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Kicks and deals. That one the other way. Junior racing over to make the catch.
The batter, the left fielder, Oscar.
2 outs, base is empty. And now here's the speed threat, outfielder Oscar Mercado. That one fouled off. And a pitch. Stays alive. And the 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Throw to first, ball game. And the Dodgers add another to their winning streak.
Well, another night, another win. This team is a must-watch right now. Even if it goes late, there's a rain delay, extra innings. People are going to stay up late to see this streak continue.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers, 6 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For Cleveland, 4 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. They left 4 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 18 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got Father's Day baseball. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. On the hill and coming off a great start, Clayton Kershaw. Singy, always a treat when we get to watch him work.
Very crafty guy out there on the hill. A stellar career ERA in the low twos. Very tough to get to. Just when you think you've got him figured out, he flips the script. We'll see how the hitters are able to adapt to him today.
So just about set now. So in now for Cleveland, Ahmed Rosario. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. In for a strike. So we're underway with some Father's Day baseball.
111.
Next pitch is popped up. Piazza should have this one. And there's one down. Here's the Guardians lineup now. Singy, this lineup has the benefit of playing behind a great pitching staff. They've got a really low ERA.
Yeah, and, you know, with that said, there's not as much pressure on the offense, but make no mistake about it. Guys want to hit the ball hard, and they want to score runs. They want to jog around the bases, hitting the ball over the fence. So regardless of how dominant the staff can be, the attitude is we want to go out there and have some fun with the bat. So we'll see. One big inning in this one, you know, could be all they need, but you'd like to have multiple big innings.
Next offering is in for a strike. Nice warm day here. Good baseball weather. Does that change anything, Chris, especially for the hitters?
Absolutely. You feel so much more comfortable at the plate. You're not worried about, you know, getting jammed on fastballs inside part of the plate. You can kind of be more selective instead of just looking out away so that you can get the barrel to it. And that part, you can get on the inside part of the plate as well.
On the ground to short, on the run, sent it over to first. Nice efficient start to the afternoon. That's 2 out.
Batting third, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Laced to right center, base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. And it gets by him. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
I'll tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Now it's Franmil Reyes.
Well, here's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the 3-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs.
Kershaw fires. That to right. Betts has this one sized up. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for the Guardians. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We go to the bottom of the first. Here's a big power threat. Ricky Henderson. On the ground, right side. Bradley takes it to the bag. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. So digging in, Jackie Robinson.
The second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, you hear about a lot of guys who are 2 or 3 sports stars in college. Jackie Robinson, a 4 sports star. He was a Division I standout in baseball, basketball, football, and track.
That one ripped. And gone. He circles the bases, and the Dodgers have the lead. It's 1-0.
Can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. The hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
The right fielder.
Now it's Mookie Betts. They say it went. It couldn't. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Mookie Betts blasts one out, and they add to the lead. It's 2-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Frank Thomas, the next to hit. Good contact guy, good defender. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1.
Still fun to imagine what Jackie could have done as a pro football player. He led the nation in punt return yardage 2 years in a row in college at UCLA, so we know he was explosive.
Next one misses. 2 balls, no strikes, the count. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Reyes gliding as he moves to his left. Tracks it down for the out. And there's 2 away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Reggie Jackson steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Reggie, 4th on the National League home run leaderboard. Hard hit right side, and there's a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. There's nothing cheap about the way he got down and through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Another throw over, and he's back in that time as well. Again to first. And no luck this time either. Another check to first. And a shocking development. He's safe again. And here is Mike Piazza. Lined, and that's a base hit. The throw in. Not in time. He's safe.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
First and third, 2 away. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Ozzie Smith.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Savali keeping him close. First offering misses the mark.
There are hitters you love to watch hit, pitchers you love to watch pitch, but with Ozzie Smith, he was a player you love to watch field his position, a shortstop virtuoso.
And the 1-0. And the 1-0 misses low. The great thing about Ozzie in the field was that he could make any play he needed to. Diving stops, jump throws, cross body throws, and now he steps off the rubber. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Smoked on the ground a second. In plenty of time to first, and that's the third out. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. And it's 2-zip. And welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the DH, David Fry.
The designated hitter, David.
It took Ozzie almost 3,000 left-handed at-bats until he hit his first home run from that side of the plate. And he did it in style, a walk-off shot to win Game 5 of the 85 NLCS for the Cardinals.
Here comes a pitch. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
1-0.
And that's a strike. The 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
Here's a 1-2. And he hits a ground ball right side. Takes it himself. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting 6, the left fielder, Oscar Mercado.
Now it's Oscar Mercado. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s. And that's in there for strike one. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. In the air, right side of the infield. He can't get there. That should be extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Well, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. That one probably had no business ending up as a base hit, but he got just enough of it to muscle it to the outfield. And That pitch was well in off the plate. A tough one to handle, but he gets rewarded.
Kershaw checks on the runner. Mercado dives back in safely. And now it's Bobby Bradley. That one's in there, 0-1.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Ripped on the ground to second. Robinson whips it to first. Fine play in the hole for the out. Here's Luke Maile. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Check swing, but he went too far. And it's 2-1. And a good eye there.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
2 gone with runners at the corners. Here's the second baseman, Owen Miller. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. And that's the inning. Guardians strand a couple. They trail things here 2-0. Back here at the ballpark, leading off, Barry Larkin.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Barry Larkin.
The wind of the pitch. Towards first. Bradley takes it himself and quickly one away in the second.
Batting
And
ninth,
next for L.A., Chipper
baseman,
Jones. He's a
Chipper
guy who does it all.
Jones.
Ground ball right side. Bradley steps on the bag. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Now batting.
Now it's the
left
Dodger
fielder,
leadoff hitter, Ricky Henderson.
Henderson.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Jackie
baseman.
Robinson. He's
Jackie.
already homered here in this one. Savali checks over to first, and he's back. Another throw over, and they're keeping him close. Back to first, and once again he's back in safely.
One ball, no strikes.
Move to first. Henderson gets back easily. That's smashed towards center. They get the out on Robinson. And that is that. One left for L.A. They're up 2-0. On to the third inning, and now it's Ahmed Rosario.
Leading off for the Guardians, the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
The wind to kick the pitch. This to center field. Jackson makes his way towards it. Squeezes it. And a quick out, number 1.
almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
The center fielder, Miles Straw.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Miles Straw. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And fouled off. And he deals. And down on strikes he goes. 2 gone. Here's Jose Ramirez. Doubled his first time up.
Jose Ramirez.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The wind of the pitch. Out towards right center field. Jackson ranging into the alley. He makes the grab. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Guardians fail to score. They trail it here 2-0. Welcome back. Mookie Betts will get us started. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
The 1-0. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He'll circle the bases, and they add on. It's 3-0.
The great pitchers are able to tease the outside part of the zone with the breaking ball. That means that it looks like it's going to be a strike, but finishes off the plate. Well, that one finished on the outer half, but caught just too much of the plate and hit for a home run.
Frank Thomas steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Bounced up the middle. Lays out. He's got it. The throw on the money. Nice play.
The center fielder, number 9. Reggie Jackson.
And now it's going to be Reggie Jackson. This guy has turned into a beast. First pitch is in the dirt. The pitch. And there's the strike.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Next pitch misses inside. And a count 2-1. There's a strike. And the righty deals. Swing and a line drive caught.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard
now
and right at someone.
Catcher.
You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Mike Piazza steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. First pitch, and he just misses.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their number one job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
And the batter now, Ozzie Smith. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Next pitch is outside. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Brings it in, and that is that. Mookie Betts with the big strike in the inning. It's now 3-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and
Leading
set to lead off the
Guardians,
fourth, Franmil Reyes.
Right fielder, number 32, Franmil Reyes.
Kershaw back to work. And that skips in the dirt.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. And a pitch. And now 1-2. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2. Right side, hard hit. Steps on first for the out.
Up next for Cleveland, the designated hitter, David Fry.
And next is the designated hitter, David Fry. 0 for 1 so far. Ground ball up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That was a pretty good pitch. Breaking ball down and in, but when it's breaking in towards you, you have a lot of time to see it and just try to get on plane with it. He hit that one pretty well.
Runner on at first with one gone. And up next for Cleveland, Oscar Mercado. Doubled in his first AB. Over to first, and he saved.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
Here's a high chopper. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Breaking ball was in a decent spot down and in, but he did a really nice job getting to it before it tied him up.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Stepping in, Bobby Bradley. And it's fouled away. Bradley waits. And that one fouled off. Fry, the lead runner at second. Mercado at first. 1 gone. Got him. And there are 2 outs.
Man, it's almost unfair that he can just pull that knuckleball out of his pocket and float it up there in addition to his other pitches. It's unlike anything else he throws, and because he doesn't throw it all the time, you just don't get a good look at it throughout an at-bat.
And next is the Guardians catcher, Luke Maile. On the ground. Robinson picks it up. The throw to first. 3rd out. Guardians strand a couple. They trail it here 3-0. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's some real power at the plate. Barry Larkin. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. First offering misses the mark. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Righty delivers. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Throw to first. Larkin gone in the play.
Now batter, the third baseman,
Chipper Jones steps to the plate for the Dodgers. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Tosses to first. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth.
Number 24.
Ricky Henderson digs in now. He has, as they like to say, light tower power. Not a big guy, but a big swing and thunder in that bat. On the ground, right side. Can't glove it cleanly. He decides to hold on to it, and so they end up with some speed on it first.
Up next to the Dodgers.
So man aboard. Now it's the second baseman, Jackie Robinson. 1 for 2 with a solo home run back in the first inning. Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Ricky around third and on his way home. Cut off. Now a throw home. Slides his hand in there. Save. And it's 4-0.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
And up next for Los Angeles, Mookie Betts. And what a two-way player, not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. Check swing, went around, and that is strike 1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Brian Shaw getting loose out there. In the dirt. No movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Base hit, left center field. Here comes Jackie flying around third. He will score. It's 5-0. And in its second with an RBI double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. He's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Aaron Civale departs, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break. Righty reliever out of the pen, Ryan Shaw. He'll try to strand the runner at second.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and we need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
And now the DH, Frank Thomas.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Move to second, and Betts dives back.
Thomas.
To the right side. We played 4. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Guardians nothing. Back here at Dodger Stadium, here's a speed threat, Owen Miller.
Leading off for Cleveland, the second baseman, Owen Miller.
The pitch. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. The pitch. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. Next offering is fouled back. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Piazza fires the first. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout. So the lineup flips over. Ahmed Rosario will hit next. Swing and a ball popped up. Robinson sizing this one up. And it's caught for the out. Now the number 2 hitter, Miles Straw.
Miles Straw.
In there for strike 1. And a pitch. Ball 1 there. And a 1-1. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
This one smacked out to left center. And Ricky Henderson the grab. Guardians go down 1-2-3. It's 5-0. Back here in L.A., ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Reggie Jackson.
The center fielder, Reggie Jackson.
The pitch. Fought off foul. The next offering misses. And that's ball 1.
1-1.
At the belt and fires.
2-1.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Ramirez gets under it. Makes the catch. 1 away.
Up next for the Dodgers, the catcher, Mike Piazza.
Mike Piazza steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And this is a guy that doesn't just impact the game defensively. They count on him to deliver offense.
He's the first guy at the ballpark. He's got to study opposing hitters. He's got to get familiar with his starting pitcher for that night. And he's getting in the cage to take his swings. That's a whole lot. And
so many times goes unnoticed.
Piazza out in the play.
First baseman number 1, Ozzie Smith.
Line drive, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
Now here is Barry Larkin.
1 ball, no strike.
And the 1-0. And that one wrapped foul. Smith, the runner at first with 2 gone. Pickoff throw, and he's back in safely. Back over to first, and he's back again. Again to first, and again he's back safely. Two outs. Ripped into right center. Base hit. Here comes Ozzie around third. He'll score easily, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
Now it's the power speed combo. Chipper Jones.
Now batting, third baseman, Chipper.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there. Out of here. A 2-run shot. Home run number 15 on the year. And they add a couple more. It's 8-0.
Changeup up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Trevor Stephan. He comes in with his team trailing by a bunch, so he'll try to keep it where it is. And next for L.A., Rickey Henderson.
The left fielder, number 24, Rickey.
Swung on, belted. That one back. Out of here. Another one. Back-to-back homers. Home run number 20 on the year. It's 9-0.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Robinson stands in now and watches strike one. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Mercado moving back for this one. He's got it. And that is out number 3. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now 9-0. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6.
Leading
down
off
to third
for the
baseman,
Guardians,
Jose Ramirez.
Third baseman, Jose.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
Out to short. Larkin picks it up. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at-bat.
Reyes.
And now the right fielder, Franmil Reyes. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
And here it comes. The other way. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Reyes, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. The punch out there, and there's 2 down.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long.
The left fielder.
Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Next to hit, Oscar Mercado. In there, and it's 0-1. And he pumps it a strike. 0-2 now. Line to left, and that's just foul. And now the lefty. That's a hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. The batter now, Bobby Bradley.
Bobby Bradley.
Pitch misses inside. 1-0. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Next offering is in for a strike. Kershaw checks on the runner, and he's back standing.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Part of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Dodgers 9 and the Guardians nothing. Here's Mookie now. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dig.
Here comes a pitch. Just missed. Ripped to short. Rosario collects it. Whips it across. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next,
so here's the cleanup hitter, Frank Thomas.
Frank Thomas.
And the pitch. That's ripped. Base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
1 gone, runner at first. And up next for Los Angeles, Reggie Jackson, 1 for 3. In the air, center field. Strong. Makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Man at first. And now Mike Piazza. This guy's turned into one of the best catchers in the National League. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Makes the grab on the run. And that'll do it. So the Dodgers leave 1, but they're still in command. 9. Top of inning number 7. Stepping up for the Guardians, Luke Maile.
The catcher, Luke.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Kicks and fires. That one misses, and it's 2-0. And it goes just foul. Kershaw the 2-1. To the left side, but it is well foul. Two. Foul ball there. And a pitch. Stays alive. A wind and a pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So he's gotten deep into this game, and at least so far, not showing a ton of signs of fatigue.
The second baseman, Owen Miller.
And a foul ball. Oh, 2 now. Got him. That's his second strikeout.
Well, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series. So no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Next pitch is inside. And it's a ball and a strike.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Kicks and deals. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Line drive. Puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll end the inning. Welcome back. Now here's the switch inning power threat, Ozzie Smith.
Leading up for the Dodgers, the
And he
first
deals.
baseman.
This one is smashed down the right field line. Way back there. Fair and gone. That'll fire up the dugout, and they add a run. It's 10-0.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Angel De Los Santos taking over on the mound. And we'll see how he performs in this situation with his team down big. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Barry Larkin.
Now batting, shortstop, Barry.
Hit on the ground to the right side. On the run, throw to first. Larkin gone into play.
Now batting, the third baseman, Chipper Jones.
And now the big-time power threat, Chipper Jones. Fly ball down the line. Reyes coming on. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. And that turns the lineup over.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. When you pop a ball up like that, you don't expect it to get you a knock too often. But right there, somehow he got it to drop in behind first base, and that's where no one could get to it.
So up next, Ricky Henderson. De Los Santos keeping an eye on him. Another move to first. And he's back in that time as well. In the air, right field. Reyes under it. And there are two down. Man at first. And next for L.A., Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson.
They say it went. De Los Santos checks the runner. Jones back on a dive. Another throw over. And they're keeping him close. Back to first. And no luck this time either. Right-hander kicks, deals. And that's downstairs and outside. And the right-hander deals. Hammered, base hit. And that's going to roll to the wall. They're waving Chipper home. Throw, and it gets away. One run is in. Runner at third, two gone. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Mookie Betts.
The right fielder, Mookie.
And first offering is fouled off. And the righty deals. Check swing, went around. No balls, two strikes. Oh, right to the backstop. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. Ready to begin the 8th, and stepping in is the speedy Miles Straw. The pitch.
Number 7, Miles.
That one inside. Ball 1. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. So 2 balls and no strikes. That one drifts inside.
3-0.
The wind of the pitch. And that's ball 4.
It just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Ramirez in the box now. No balls and a strike. The pitch.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some guys.
And down on strikes he goes. And there's one away.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Reyes, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane. And
Next offering is fouled back. Next one misses. Now 2-2. And now it's filled up. And a pitch. Swings and misses. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
David Fry digs in for the Guardians. That one's in there, 0-1. Bounce to third. Over to Jackie, and that'll do it. Guardians lead one. They trail in this one 11-0. Back here at the ballpark. On to the bottom of the eighth. Now at the plate, Mookie Betts. The right-hander back to work. Got him to chase one upstairs there.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up if he wants to have a good at-bat.
Makes the grab, one away. Frank Thomas steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Frank Thomas.
And that one fouled off. Deal one. He swings and fouls one off. Righty to the plate. Stays alive. Tapped softly on the ground. And he takes it himself for the out. So two down now. And here is Reggie Jackson. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Now batting, catcher.
Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Mike Piazza. Now a screamer into the outfield. Reyes makes the catch, and that'll do it. One left for L.A., but they still lead it 11-0. All set to start the ninth in this one. So in now for Cleveland, Oscar Mercado.
The left fielder, Oscar
going one.
Well, he's back out there to pitch the ninth and about to throw his 100th pitch. Man, this is exciting. I hope they let him finish this one.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Jackson on the move to his left. Racing, makes the catch. And there's one down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Bradley in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Next offering misses. Now 2-0. That one at triple digits.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more guys that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at bat. Here's the catcher, Luke Maile.
Now batting, catcher, Luke Maile.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And now the lefty. And now the count is even. That's a strike. Two down, nobody on. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess that these hitters are showing around the league today. But he had total command of this game, and he saw it all the way through to the end. Nice win.
11-0 your final score. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. For the victorious Dodgers, 11 runs, 19 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For Cleveland, no runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 30 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home.
Mm-hmm.